When your own mother stands up at Christmas dinner, raises her glass, and proudly announces to the entire family that you are their biggest embarrassment, something inside you dies. But something else is born. Revenge. Cold, calculated, and perfect. And this is the story of how I made my entire family regret ever laughing at me. My name is Emily, and I grew up in a home where love was conditional, and humiliation was a family tradition. My parents adored my older sister Claire, the golden child, the one who made the family proud. Me? I was the disappointment, the girl who never lived up to expectations. But nothing prepared me for what happened last Christmas. Nothing prepared me for the moment my own mother tried to destroy me in front of every relative we had. And absolutely nothing prepared them for the revenge I would unleash. Last Christmas, my parents invited the entire family, around 25 people, to their house for a grand dinner. I had just arrived from a long shift at the cafe where I worked. My mother hated my job. According to her, only failures work for minimum wage. I had gotten used to the insults, or so I thought. As I entered the dining room, my mother tapped a glass with her fork. "Attention, everyone!" Her smile was wide, fake, and performative. I sat down, confused. Why was she making a toast before dinner? Then she looked straight at me. "I want to thank God for giving us a daughter like Claire, successful, engaged, responsible. And as for Emily..." Everyone turned to look. My heart dropped. "Well, we're ashamed of you." Some family members gasped. Others laughed uncomfortably. My mother continued. "At 30 years old, working in a cafe, no house, no husband, no success, Emily, you're a burden, a complete embarrassment." My father nodded like he agreed with every word. My sister covered her mouth, pretending to be shocked. But she wasn't. She enjoyed it. My mother then raised her glass. "To Claire, the daughter we're proud of." The room echoed with applause. The world inside me shattered. But something else was born. Revenge. Cold, calculated, and perfect. And this is the story of how I made my entire family regret ever laughing at me. Part 2. The plan that changed everything. After that night, I cut contact with my parents completely. During the silence, something unexpected happened. My life began to improve. I got promoted to cafe manager. Then I started a side hustle, custom cakes and pastries. Within 6 months, I was earning more from my home bakery than from the cafe. By the 10th month, I quit the cafe and became a full-time business owner. I rented a commercial kitchen. I hired 2 part-time helpers. And then the miracle hit. A food blogger posted a video reviewing my cakes. It went viral. Orders exploded. Within a year, I was making 6 figures. I bought my own apartment. I bought a new car. I rebuilt my life without a penny or a moment of support from my parents. But my revenge wasn't complete. Not yet. Then an opportunity presented itself on a silver platter. One afternoon, my phone buzzed. "Claire." I stared at the screen in disbelief. We hadn't spoken in over a year. She texted, "Hey, Em, can you call me? Mom said you're doing well now." Interesting. So now they were curious. I called her. She sounded nervous. "Emily, I need a huge favor." She told me she was planning an engagement party, a big one. Her wedding planner bailed at the last minute. She needed someone trustworthy to handle the catering and the event coordination. Her exact words were, "You're the only one who won't mess it up." Oh, Claire, if only you knew. I agreed with a smile that she couldn't see through the phone. I spent weeks planning her engagement event, but not the way she expected. I knew my parents would attend. I knew her fiancé's wealthy family would be there. I knew the neighborhood elites would come. This was the perfect stage. So I set it up carefully. Decorations, flawless. Food, perfect. Music, elegant. Everything professional. No one suspected a thing. The hall glowed with warm lights, crystal centerpieces, expensive scents, people dressed in their best. Claire walked around bragging to everyone. "My little sister organized all this. She's finally doing something useful." My mother hugged people dramatically like she was some celebrity's mom. My father acted like he owned the venue. They had no idea, no clue what was coming. When the guests settled, Claire's fiancé's father, an intimidating wealthy businessman, asked, "Who organized this wonderful setup?" Claire pointed to me. They applauded. Then he handed me the microphone. "Say a few words, Emily. You deserve it." Perfect. This was the moment I prepared for. The speech that destroyed them. I took the mic. My mother's face tightened. She whispered something to my father. I smiled gently. "Thank you, everyone. I'm honored to be here. But before anything else, I want to thank my parents." The audience clapped politely. "They raised 2 daughters, but only loved one." Murmurs spread. My mother's eyes widened. In last Christmas, right in front of our entire family, my mother publicly announced that they were ashamed of me because I worked a simple job and wasn't successful enough. Gasps. People looked around awkwardly. My mother stood up. "Emily, stop!" I held up my hand. "No, Mom, you had your moment. This one is mine." The room froze. You see, while they mocked me, I built my own business. I bought my own home. I became everything they said I'd never be. Whispers filled the room. Claire's fiancé's in-laws stared at my family with disgust. I continued. "My mother taught me that love should be conditional. My father taught me that support must be earned. But life taught me something better. You don't need validation from people who enjoy watching you fail." Silence. Dead silence. Tonight, I didn't come to celebrate Claire's engagement. I came to return something. I pulled out an envelope. Inside it was a printed photo. The picture of my mother raising her glass during last year's Christmas toast, the moment she humiliated me. I had recorded the entire thing on my phone. And I wasn't the only one. I handed the photo to Claire's in-laws. "This is the woman you're marrying your son into." They looked horrified. My mother sat down, face pale. I ended with, "If you ever choose to love me again, it will be because you changed, not because I became someone worthy of your approval. Thank you." I walked off stage to a standing ovation from strangers. My parents, humiliated beyond repair. Claire, furious and speechless. Her fiancé's in-laws, suspicious and disapproving. The engagement wasn't called off, but everyone now knew exactly what kind of family my sister was marrying into. And that was enough. My revenge was complete. The next week, my parents tried calling me. I didn't answer. They sent long messages apologizing, blaming stress, saying they didn't mean it. Lies. I blocked them. For the first time in my life, I felt free. If you ever feel like your family doesn't value you, remember this. You don't need their approval to succeed. You don't need their love to grow. You don't need their support to shine. Sometimes the best revenge is becoming everything they said you couldn't be.